Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to Change Your Life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the Washington quarter dollar and uncovering the stories, history, and collector secrets behind some of America's most interesting coins. In this video, we'll take a closer look at our top 3 Washington quarters, the 1990 D, 1991 D, and 1993 P mint mark coins. At first glance, these quarters may look like ordinary pocket change. They may be scratched, dirty, faded, or have unusual color tones from years of circulation. But appearances can be deceiving. While most examples are worth only their face value, certain quarters with rare minting errors, exceptional condition, or unique characteristics can attract serious attention from collectors and sell for impressive prices. We'll explore the history of these iconic American coins, explain the meaning of the D and P mint marks, discuss what makes some coins more valuable than others, and reveal the rare errors that every collector should watch. 4. Whether you're an experienced coin collector, a new investor, or simply curious about the coins hiding in your pocket, this video has something for you. So before you spend that old Washington quarter, make sure you watch until the very end. You could discover that an ordinary-looking coin is actually a collectible treasure. Now, without further delay, let's begin with coin number 1. The 1990 D Washington quarter. RAREST coin. Welcome back to Change Your Life. Have you ever looked at an old penny and wondered if it could be worth far more than 1 cent? Millions of Lincoln pennies have passed through the hands of Americans over the years. But every so often, collectors discover a coin that stands out because of its outstanding condition or a genuine minting error. Today, we're taking a close look at the 2000 D Lincoln 1 cent. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary copper-colored penny. Yet it has an interesting story that every collector should know. Stay with me until the end because I'll explain what makes some examples much more desirable than others and why collectors carefully inspect these coins before spending them. The 2000 D Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, and the D mint mark beneath the date tells us exactly where it was made. During the year 2000, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln cents for everyday commerce. Because so many were struck, most 2000 D pennies found in circulation today are worth only their face value of 1 cent. However, collectors know that value is not determined by the date alone. A coin's condition, strike quality, color, and the presence of a genuine mint error can make a tremendous difference in what someone is willing to pay. The Lincoln cent has one of the most famous designs in American coinage. The portrait of President Abraham Lincoln honors the leader who guided the nation through one of the most difficult periods in its history. On the reverse of the 2000 D cent, you'll find the classic Lincoln memorial design that was used for decades before being replaced by new reverse designs in 2009. This familiar appearance has made the Lincoln cent one of the most collected coins in the United States, with collectors searching through rolls and pocket change hoping to discover an exceptional example. One interesting feature of the 2000 D Lincoln cent is its composition. It has a copper-plated zinc core, giving it the bright copper color people associate with modern pennies. Over time, exposure to moisture, dirt, fingerprints, and the environment can change its appearance. Some coins remain bright red, while others develop red-brown or brown surfaces. Natural color changes are common and do not automatically make a coin valuable. In fact, collectors generally prefer coins that still retain their original mint red color because they are much harder to find after years of circulation. If your 2000 D penny looks dirty, scratched, or dark, resist the temptation to clean it. Cleaning a coin often leaves tiny scratches that reduce its collector value. Professional collectors would rather own a naturally aged coin than one that has been polished. A coin with its original surfaces is usually more desirable than one that has been cleaned, even if it doesn't shine as brightly. Many people ask whether every 2000 D Lincoln cent is rare. The honest answer is no. Most examples are common because of the large number produced. What collectors are really searching for are coins with exceptional preservation or authentic mint errors. These include dramatic off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and other unusual mistakes that occurred during the minting process. Coins with significant errors are much scarcer than ordinary examples. And that scarcity is what attracts collector interest. Another important factor is grading. A coin that has never entered circulation and still shows full mint luster can receive a high mint state grade from professional grading services. High-grade examples are much more difficult to find than circulated coins because even tiny marks can lower a grade. The finest known examples have brought impressive prices at auction, while average circulated coins continue to trade for only 1 cent. So, before you spend a 2000D Lincoln cent, take a closer look. Examine the date, the D, mint mark, the color, the strike, and look carefully for unusual features that might indicate a genuine mint error. While most coins won't be rare, the excitement of searching is one of the reasons coin collecting remains one of America's most popular hobbies. This is only the beginning of the story. In the next part, we'll explore the most important mint errors to look for, how professional grading affects value, real auction results, and what a truly exceptional 2000D Lincoln cent could be worth in today's collector market. Next up. Second coin. Welcome back to Change Your Life. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out an ordinary-looking penny, and wondering if it could be hiding a story that most people never notice. Every day, millions of Americans spend Lincoln cents without giving them a second glance. Yet collectors carefully examine these coins because some examples stand out for their outstanding condition or genuine minting errors. Today, we're exploring the fascinating 2001 Lincoln 1 cent with no mint mark. This small coin has an important place in modern American coin history. And by the end of this video you'll know why collectors continue searching for the finest examples. The first thing many people notice is that there is no mint mark below the date. That is completely normal. Lincoln cents struck for circulation at the Philadelphia Mint in 2001 did not carry a mint mark. Many beginners think the missing mint mark is a rare mistake, but in this case it simply tells us the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Understanding this detail helps collectors separate ordinary coins from true mint errors. The Lincoln cent is one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. The portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front honors one of America's most respected leaders. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent has become one of the most widely collected coins in the country. On the reverse of the 2001 cent, you'll find the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, representing the monument built to honor Lincoln's legacy. For decades, this reverse design became a symbol recognized by generations of Americans. The 2001 Lincoln cent is made with a zinc core covered by a thin layer of copper, giving it its familiar copper appearance. Freshly minted coins display a bright red color, but years of circulation can change that appearance. Some become red-brown, while others develop a darker brown surface. These natural color changes happen over time and do not automatically make a coin valuable. Collectors usually pay the highest prices for coins that still have their original mint luster and bright red surfaces, because such examples are much harder to find after years of use. When examining your coin, look carefully at the details. Strong lettering, sharp edges, and clear design elements are signs of a well-preserved example. A coin that has spent years in circulation may show scratches, worn details, and discoloration. That is perfectly normal. However, if your coin appears unusually sharp and almost untouched, it could deserve closer inspection. High-grade examples are much scarcer than ordinary circulated pieces because even tiny contact marks can reduce a coin's grade. One of the biggest mistakes people make is cleaning old coins. It may seem like a good idea to polish away dirt and tarnish, but cleaning usually damages the original surface. Professional collectors and grading companies prefer coins that remain completely natural. Even if a coin looks dark or dirty, it may still be more desirable than a cleaned coin with shiny but damaged surfaces. Preserving the coin exactly as it was found is almost always the better choice. Many videos online suggest that every 2001 no mint mark penny is worth a fortune. The truth is more interesting. Most examples are common and worth only 1 cent in circulated condition because the Philadelphia Mint produced a very large number of them. What collectors are truly searching for are coins with exceptional quality or genuine minting errors. These unusual coins are much scarcer and can attract strong interest from collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents. Some of the mint errors that collectors watch for include off Center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and other manufacturing mistakes created during the minting process. Not every unusual-looking coin is a genuine error, which is why careful examination is important. When a real mint error is confirmed and the coin is also in excellent condition, its value can increase far beyond its face value because of its rarity and collector demand. Before spending a 2001 no mint mark Lincoln cent, take a few moments to examine it under good lighting. Check the date, study the surfaces, and look for anything unusual that might set it apart from an ordinary example. While most coins will simply be worth 1 cent, the excitement of searching through pocket change is one of the reasons coin collecting remains such a popular hobby across the United States. Sometimes the greatest treasure isn't the coin itself, it's the thrill of discovering something special. This is only the beginning. In the next part, we'll explore the rarest mint errors found on the 2001 no mint mark Lincoln cent. Discuss how professional grading affects value, review realistic market prices, and explain why a few exceptional examples have become prized additions to advanced coin collections. Next up. Tired and Finial, welcome back to Change Your Life. Before you spend that old penny hiding in your pocket, take a closer look because today's final coin could surprise you. Thousands of people overlook Lincoln cents every single day, but experienced collectors know that a simple 1 cent coin can sometimes become an exciting collectible because of its outstanding condition, beautiful original surfaces, or a genuine minting error. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 2003 D Lincoln 1 cent. It may look like an ordinary coin at first glance, but its history, design, and collector appeal make it an interesting part of modern American coin collecting. The 2003 D Lincoln cent was produced at the Denver Mint, and the small D mint mark below the date identifies where it was struck. During 2003, the United States Mint produced a very large number of Lincoln cents to meet the nation's need for everyday change. Because of this high mintage, most 2003 D pennies found in circulation today are worth only their face value of 1 cent. However, coin collectors understand that the date and mint mark alone never determine a coin's value. A coin's condition, originality, rarity, and any genuine minting errors are the factors that can make one example much more desirable than another. The Lincoln cent has been an important part of American history for generations. The portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front of the coin honors one of the nation's most respected leaders, while the reverse displays the historic Lincoln Memorial design that remained on the cent until the special bicentennial designs introduced in 2009. This familiar design has inspired generations of collectors to search through rolls of pennies, hoping to discover an exceptional example that stands apart from ordinary circulation coins. Although many people call these coins copper pennies, the 2003 D Lincoln cent has a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. When freshly struck, the coin shines with a bright red color that collectors call red. As years pass, exposure to air, moisture, and handling changes the surface, creating red-brown and eventually brown examples. These natural color changes are completely normal. Collectors generally pay the highest prices for coins that still display their original bright red surfaces because they are much harder to preserve over time. If your 2003 D penny appears dark, dirty, or covered with stains, resist the temptation to clean it. Cleaning often leaves fine scratches that permanently reduce collector value. Professional numismatists almost always prefer an original coin with natural aging instead of one that has been polished. Preserving the original surface is one of the best ways to protect any potential collectible value. So why do collectors continue searching for the 2003 D Lincoln cent if most examples are common? The answer is simple. They are looking for coins with exceptional quality or authentic minting errors. During the minting process, mechanical problems occasionally created unusual coins. These genuine mint errors are much scarcer than normal coins and often attract strong interest from collectors. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die chips, and other verified mint errors can make an otherwise ordinary penny much more desirable. Another important factor is the coin's grade. A 2003 D cent that never entered circulation and still displays full mint luster with almost no marks may receive a very High mint state grade from a professional grading service. High-grade coins are significantly scarcer than worn examples because even tiny contact marks reduce a coin's grade. This is why collectors carefully examine every detail under magnification before deciding whether a coin deserves professional certification. Many new collectors wonder if every 2003 D Lincoln cent is valuable. The honest answer is no. The overwhelming majority remain worth 1 cent because they were produced in such large numbers. However, coins with outstanding preservation or genuine mint errors can command much higher prices than ordinary circulation pieces. This difference shows why careful inspection is so important before spending an old coin. Whenever you find a 2003 D Lincoln cent, examine the date, the mint mark, the lettering, the color, and the overall strike. Look for unusual features that clearly differ from a normal coin. If you believe you have discovered a genuine mint error or an exceptionally well preserved example, consider having it evaluated by a reputable coin dealer or professional grading service. Expert authentication is the best way to determine whether your coin has collector value. As we reach the end of today's journey, remember that coin collecting is about much more than searching for valuable coins. Every Lincoln cent represents a small piece of American history that has traveled through countless hands over the years. Even if your 2003 D penny is worth only 1 cent, it still tells a story of craftsmanship, history, and everyday commerce. And every now and then, a remarkable example reminds collectors why the search is so exciting. Thank you for watching Change Your Life. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating coin story. Keep checking your pocket change because your next great discovery could be waiting in the very next handful of pennies. See you in the next video.